Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Wednesday, April 5th. I thought it was Thursday for a second. I was like, oh crap, my husband comes home today. I have stuff to do. That's not till tomorrow. It is Wednesday, and as you can tell, I have a little bit of energy. I have no good reason to have a little bit of energy. I mean, I slept okay, I suppose. I went to bed before midnight, which is always great. I woke up at 7 o'clock before my alarm, which was set for 7:15, which is awesome. And I actually tried something that resembled the Miracle Morning this morning, and the only element that I have left to do is the exercise part, but I started to get ravenously hungry, so I decided to have breakfast first. But I did everything else, and I will explain to you more about the Miracle Morning as I learn and whatnot, but I remember from the first time I read the book, the elements of the Miracle Morning, which is the acronym SAVERS, which means SAVERS, which is for silence, A is affirmations, V is visualization, E is exercise, R is reading, and S is scribing or journaling. And I've done all of those things, and let me tell you, oh my gosh, it works. How freaking crazy is that? Like, I'm so like, oh, it's not gonna work, you know, blah, 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 negative Nancy, this crazy morning thing. It actually made me feel really good about life. Even though I woke up feeling terrible, my body is not happy with me because of the donuts that I ate yesterday. So today is kind of a detox day for me. I'm going to stick to my plan. I'm gonna work the plan. I'm gonna go to the gym, and it's gonna be a great day. And I really think I have the Miracle Morning to thank for that, which is crazy. So we'll see. I will continue to do this and see how it goes through the month, and you guys can tell me if you see any positive changes. Breakfast. Breakfast doesn't look attractive, but hopefully it tastes good. So what this is I microwave baked an apple, which is I just chop it up into little bits, drench it in cinnamon, and I microwave it for 3 minutes. But I decided to throw in a 1/4 cup of old-fashioned oats. And when I scanned this, of course, the brand did not come up as Simply Filling, but old-fashioned oats are in fact Simply Filling. 1/4 cup of these, which is about what I put in. I didn't measure, I just kind of threw some in there, but I know it wasn't a full serving of 1/2 cup. 1/2 cup is 4 points, so this, I'm going to count. It's Simply Filling, so I don't have to count, but for your guys' information, what I put in is probably 2 points. The apple is nothing, and then after it's done microwaving, I do the baked apple thing all the time, since discovering this yogurt. So I mix this up, and with the hot apple, I put the cold yogurt in, and it just tastes so good. I usually would put in like a Special K with protein or something to give that like carby crunch to it, but I decided on the oats today because A, it's Simply Filling, and B, you never know. You never know. So I don't know if they cooked all the way. I put a little bit of water in it too, just to help the oats absorb, but I'm still not convinced they're completely cooked. But I don't care. So I'm going to eat this. This would be 4 points. 2 for the 1/4 cup of oats, 2 for the yogurt, 0 for the apple, and cinnamon. But it's all Simply Filling, which is awesome. And like I said, I've done most of my Miracle Morning. I sat in silence, and for me, silence is quiet time with God, prayer. So I did that. I found some daily affirmations, because I'm like, I'm not quite sure where to start with that. So I hopped on the computer and Googled, and Huffington Post had an amazing post called like 35 affirmations to change your life, or something like that. I will link the article down below, but I started reading some of them out loud, and I was like, the more I did, I was like, yes, yes, yes. And it was empowering and good. So I did affirmations. I did some visualization. I have a couple of like secret Pinterest boards that only I can see, with some images that like are geared towards the ultimate life goals I have. And then I look at them, and you can like sit and you can see yourself with them, you know? Like you're supposed to visualize yourself in the life you want to have. And that will help inspire you to go and get it. So I did visualizations, I did journaling, and I did reading. I'm continuing to read the Miracle Morning book, which is a great book to read during your Miracle Morning routine, by the way. So I've done all of that this morning already, and I just got Gracie out of her cage and getting her situated. I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to go work out. So it's going to be a fantabulous day. Let's see what happens. So I haven't been to the gym yet, but my sister gave me her login information for all of the Beachbody stuff. So I wanted to try the different Beachbody workouts. So I tried the first episode of the Country Heat today, which is like cardio line dancing, and it was so much fun. So much fun. So that was like half an hour. I'm a little bit sweaty. I have like 4,600 steps now. It's great, and it's just after 10 o'clock, 10:07, and now Gracie's been out and about for a while, which means I can put her away and not feel bad about it. I did my morning thing, and then I let her out right before I made breakfast, and then I was like, well, now I want to go to the gym. I didn't want to put her back, so I was like, let me find something else to do. But I wanted to keep the momentum going of like, I'm in the mood to work out right now, so I did, and it felt good, and now I'm going to go to the gym and actually do my regularly scheduled workout, but I can probably ease up and not do like an hour of cardio, and maybe I'll do like 40 minutes of cardio instead. So here we go. All right, so it is 11:45. I have not gone to the gym yet. I decided to do a little bit of work first to kind of check all of the boxes off my list before I go and try to double check any of the boxes, since I already technically got a workout in today. So I have been using the Pomodoro timer, which is something I'll get into later, but I really enjoy using that method of productivity tracking. It's 25 minutes on task, 5-minute break. So I've actually done 2 Pomodoros worth of work, and I got a blog post. My April goals are now live on my site. Check them out, divaandthedivine.com. And I'm working on my big handbag review, which is a work in progress, as always. I've worked on it like 2 separate days now. Got some of that done, got a new image done. All sorts of things are happening. So now I'm doing lunch before I go to the gym. And my lunch is super simple. On Simply Filling, you can eat sweet potatoes. So I just microwaved a sweet potato and sprayed it with some of this non-fat, no-cal parquet buttery spray. Sprinkled it with some cinnamon. So that is going to be my lunch. But you're like, that's really carb heavy. Yes, it is. Because before I go, I'm going to have some of my Click Active coffee and protein beverage. And this contains 25 grams of protein and is 130 calories. So I'm going to actually mix this with some of my leftover coffee and some almond and cashew milk unsweetened, which is 0 smart points. So that will be my protein part of my lunch, which will also give me an extra caffeine boost before I go to the gym. So that is the current food plan. So far today, so good. All right, so I have improvised a Simply Filling dinner out of leftover lean ground beef that I have, because I need to get that used up. This is a hamburger or Big Mac wrap, if you will. It's got one of the Olay wraps, which is 1 point, or Simply Filling. We've got the lean ground beef, which I think is probably 1 point. I don't actually know. I haven't bought beef in a long, long time. Put some of the fat-free Thousand Island on there, a pickle slice, and a Kraft single, which is 0 points. Best guess, 4 or 5 points. I have enough meat to make another one, but we're going to see how satisfied and full I am after the first one before I decide to make the second one. I'm really actually kind of excited about this, not going to lie. I'm less than amused. My dog likes to shred papers. Paper towel, Kleenex, whatever she can get her hands on. She pulled this out of a garbage while I was in the kitchen making my popcorn. She literally did this in like 5 minutes. Less than that. I don't even know. I walked away, and that's what happened. Anyway, good evening, friends. I was about to hop on here when I saw that disaster. Don't you even come over here. I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. You know better. I'm also pretty sure, I haven't gone in there to look, I'm pretty sure she's peed on the floor too. Oh, the trouble that a 5-month-old puppy can get in a matter of 5 minutes. Anyway, I just got home. Well, not just. I was cleaning the kitchen. I made myself some popcorn because I was hungry. I just got home from church, the little Lutheran church. I was rehearsing for Holy Week because I can't remember if I talked about this already. I'm sure I did. Holy Week starts this Sunday, this weekend, with Palm Sunday. And I'm splitting my time evenly between the 2 churches that I attend. And I'm spending this coming Saturday and 3 services Sunday singing at the big church. And then Thursdays, Monday, Thursday, I will be at the Lutheran church. And then Good Friday, I will be at the big church. And then Saturday night and Sunday, Easter, I will be at the Lutheran church. Splitting my time pretty evenly, which I'm quite thrilled about because I really want to make sure I give my time to both places. But tonight was Wednesday night is choir rehearsal for the Lutheran church, and I don't go every week. I only go when I know that I'm going to be singing. And that's if there's a lot to practice. So I went for the rehearsal and I went for the little evening prayer worship service that they have. It's like a little 20-minute thing. When I was doing Vlogmas, I went to a Wednesday evening worship during Advent as well. So we do it during Advent, we do it during Lent, which is now. You can tell I'm getting tired. I brought my sleeping meds with me to church and took them when rehearsal started because I wanted to make sure I had enough time. So help me. Look at this. Look at this. Are you unaware that I'm right here? Do you think mommy is dumb? Huh? Do you think mommy's dumb? Gracie. Gracie. Hey. What are you doing? All these toys. And she wants to destroy a paper towel. Unbelievable. I heard the noise. I'm talking to you guys and I'm hearing the noise behind me. I have to clean that up, but I wanted to get on here before I lost the motivation to do so. I brought my sleeping pills with me because it takes them a couple of hours to sufficiently kick in, and if I would have forgotten, I wouldn't have taken them till 9:30, and that could only spell bad things for me. So I took them at 7:30 and did rehearsal just fine, but now that I'm home and starting to be like, oh, I can relax now, it's starting to kick in. So that's why I'm kind of stammery and my train of thought is disappearing. Tell you what. Anyway, I went to rehearsal. It was good. Saw my sister, saw my mom, sang some good songs. I love, and I will probably talk about this the closer we get to Easter. We rehearsed not only the anthems we're singing, but the liturgy, and we've got this packet of we're doing cool harmonies for the liturgy that I've grown up with singing, that this is the feast. If you guys are Catholic or Lutheran or Presbyterian or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. With the this is the feast and the holy, holy, holy and the Lamb of God and all of those things, they're set to music most of the time. I'm not sure about in the Catholic Church, but in the Lutheran Church they're set to music. And I grew up with the same liturgical setting most of the time. And while we stray from that and do different things now, on Easter we always go back to that same thing that I grew up with. And between that and the hymns, that I'm all about contemporary Christian music, don't get me wrong. I love singing it. But on Easter, oh my gosh, my life is not made unless I get to walk into the church singing Jesus Christ is risen today, and now all the vault of heaven resounds. Good old Lutheran hymns. I'm just, the one Easter, I think we've only spent one Easter with my husband's family, and we went to worship, and there was good contemporary Christian songs, but I did not get any of my Lutheran hymns, and I just did not feel like Easter was complete. I really didn't. And I don't think it matters to my husband as much. He goes to church with me. We go to the Lutheran church typically on Easter because that's where my whole family goes. And I'm usually stuck singing, and my husband decides to actually go to the service because usually my sister goes, blah, 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 blah. I don't think he has his heart set in his ways in terms of, other than he prefers the bigger church style of worship. But for me, it's missing Jesus Christ is risen today. It's not Easter. Do you guys have anything like that where it's if this doesn't happen, it doesn't feel right? And that's what it is for me. Easter, I love the big church that I go to, and I love all the contemporary singing I get to do. And even on the Saturday night worship service at the Lutheran church, it's contemporary songs. But Easter Sunday is Jesus Christ is risen today, and now all the vault of heaven resounds. The music minister at my church didn't have us do Now All the Vault of Heaven Resounds one year, and I actually made a stink about it. I was like, Brad, why did we not sing Now All the Vault of Heaven Resounds? Like, I was not happy, and you know what? He hasn't missed a year since. But anyway, I'm rambling about my hymns, but we were singing through this packet of stuff, and we were harmonizing to the liturgy and things that we don't normally do, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, oh, this is just so good. It's just so good. I get so many different types of music exposure in my life, and it's so good for me. Even when I was in college, I was in choir, and which did all different sorts of stuff, and then I was in music theater, which did the belty stuff that I like to do, and then I was getting trained classically and in music theater. It was just, I enjoy many types of music except rap. I do not enjoy rap at all. Are you eating that? No, you're eating food. Okay. I do not like rap except for Hamilton. Hamilton is the exception. I adore Hamilton. But I don't even know why I got on this music rant. But, oh. So I was doing music, and it was good. And I got home from the gym. Did I tell you guys I went to the gym? I don't remember the last time I picked up the camera today. I went to the gym, finally. I got some work done. Went to the gym, got a 35-minute elliptical workout in, and did some weight training, which is great. I went grocery shopping and grabbed a couple things at the Walmart that was nearby to hopefully lessen my errand running tomorrow, because tomorrow the weather is just crap. The weather has been crap and rainy, and rivers are starting to flood, and it's like, it's not like it's pouring rain, but it has been raining consistently for days, and it's driving me crazy. I'm longing for the weekend because it's supposed to be 70 degrees and sunny. But tomorrow is supposed to be just as gross as today, if not grosser. So the less traveling I have to do tomorrow, the better. So I went to the grocery store, came home. Oh, I showed you my dinner. I made dinner, and it was good. And then I went to choir, and then now I'm home, and I'm going to finish this up, and I'm going to put on some pajamas, and I'm going to relax with my girl and clean up her mess. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. So that's what happened. The miracle morning thing, I really do feel like, even though I'm tired and like I'm beat and I can turn off for the day, can you tell I still have a bit of energy? Like, even though like I'm starting to, my mind is starting to go because of my sleeping meds, like I'm still awake and I'm still energized. So I am going to go with this miracle morning thing again tomorrow, because I actually feel like I did a good job in life today. I've got over 15,000 steps, and yeah, felt pretty good about today. Felt pretty good. So I'm going to sign off here and go clean up after my little terror of a dog. I hope you guys had a lovely day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another day.